Do you ever feel like you're doing great work but no one's noticing? You're putting in the hours, you're delivering results, but somehow you're still flying under the radar. Well, if you're ready to change that and finally become more visible and professional at work, you're in the right place. For those of you that are new to this channel, my name's Tariq. I'm a product and technology leader at one of the world's largest investment banks. I've worked in the corporate world for 20 years and I've learned what it takes to get noticed and build a professional reputation that opens doors for you. Today, I'm going to share with you the exact steps I use to go from being a good worker to someone who's visible, respected, and recognized as a leader. So let's get into it. First up, you need to develop a strong professional presence. Now, I'm not talking about just dressing the part, although that is important, but it's also about how you carry yourself, how you communicate, and how you engage with others. In my career, especially in high stakes, high pressure environments, I learned quickly that professionalism isn't just about showing up, it's about consistently showing up with confidence, clarity, and purpose. So that's everything from how you present ideas to how you handle a difficult conversation with a colleague, or how you sell an idea, or how you influence others. It all adds up to your professional brand, that consistency in how you carry yourself and how you act in a professional manner. So the first step in making sure you are building a professional presence is by making sure you're clear, concise, and confident in every interaction. So whether it's a team meeting or you're having a one-to-one with your line manager, you show that you're someone who's got it together. People notice that. People notice that consistency, and that's what starts to make you differentiate yourself from the pack. The next point goes hand in hand with this professional presence that you're building, and this is all about mastering your communication skills. So let's talk about communication, because you could be the hardest worker in the room, but if you're not communicating effectively, no one will know that you are the one bringing the value. When I began to rise in my career, it wasn't just about doing the work, it was about showing the work, showing what I was able to do, showing that it was myself that made the changes that led to gains in productivity, gains in performance, or return on investment for an organization. So being able to articulate your ideas, your progress, and even your challenges is crucial. I can't tell you how many times I've seen talented people stay invisible simply because they weren't communicating their value. So the first step is to confidently speak up. And I don't mean speaking up for the sake of speaking up, because that is actual detrimental to your career, but speak up confidently about your achievements. So if you're in a leadership meeting, raise your achievements and make it present and known. Even if you're asking the right questions in a meeting and driving to the right responses and answers that are required and goals of that meeting, that is important. That is you showing up. That's you being confident in your communication. The more you do this, the more people will start to associate you with results, and that's how you get noticed. Now, you've probably heard this before, but I can't stress this enough. Relationships matter. Building a strong network and building relationships is one of the fastest ways to increase your visibility at work. When I started in the corporate world, I thought hard work alone would get me to the top, but I quickly learned that relationships are just as important as results. People need to know who you are to advocate for you when it counts. So over the years, I've built relationships with the stakeholders that I work with, peers across my department and across departments, and mentors across the organization who I may have met at internal events, for example, who've helped me to move up the ladder and have been there and counted me as a valuable person to then move up the ladder. So here's what I want you to do. Start networking within your company. So to do that, you can start by having casual catch-ups with leaders or with your peers. You can volunteer for cross-departmental projects, make sure that you're meeting new people but stretching the type of work you're doing. And the more you can connect with others, the more visible you become. So that connection is visibility, and the more opportunities come from that as well. So here we're not talking about going down the pub after work and sucking up to your management. That is not the effective way to build visibility and professionalism, because the key here is to be visible and professional. That will rapidly grow your career. One thing that will instantly make you stand out at work is taking ownership and being proactive. Don't wait to be told what to do. Go the extra mile to take charge of a project or to solve a problem that you know is there and you're just waiting for someone else to solve. You be the one that is proactive in owning the problems and taking them to completion and presenting solutions. This really differentiates you from other people and makes you instantly rememberable, or memorable, I should say, in conversations when it comes to value, when it comes to people who are making a difference. It's the person who is taking that ownership and being proactive and seeing things through to the end. When I made the transition from a manager to the leader, I noticed that the people who were most visible in the company were those who didn't just follow instructions. They owned their ideas, they owned their projects, they owned their workloads that they wanted to take through to completion. They anticipated challenges before they arose, and they were proactive in delivering solutions. And they didn't wait for permission to step up. Now, I know this is a big mindset shift for a lot of people where you're in a role for a long time and you often go into the natural state of wanting to be told what to do or to be given permission to do something. In the workplace, even when there is structural hierarchy, you do not need permission to then go solve a problem that will actually make either your manager's life easier, your life easier, or someone else in the department. You should take the initiative to go ahead and do that work and make it very communicative as well that you are embarking on taking ownership to solve a problem. And finally, to increase your visibility, you have to showcase your wins. It's too often that you assume that great work will just lead to people noticing it. And the truth is, everyone's busy, everyone has their own job to do, and unless you don't speak up about your accomplishments, no one else will do that for you. No one else will be that person who says, well, do you know that so and so fixed this problem and you were the one who improved the process. You need to make that extremely clear, whether you do that to leadership, whether you put that in a presentation, whether you make that known to your department, but you need to make sure you showcase your wins. In my career, I've learned the importance of highlighting my team's successes and my own achievements. So, as a leader, I am now able to do that on behalf of my team and my own successes. And whether that's during performance reviews or team meetings, one to ones, I make sure to communicate the value that I'm bringing to the table and that you should do that too. I want to hear that from my team members. I want to hear what they've been doing and that showcasing their wins. And that also gives me a sense of confidence, a confidence that they have in themselves and a confidence that you project to others. And that all increases your visibility. Don't wait for someone else to give you credit. Although it's a great trait of a manager or a leader to give you credit, you should be the one that shares your wins and your manager should be there to back you up when you do that. Bring the data, bring it up the data that was used to showcase your win and show how your work is impacting the wider company's goals. This isn't bragging, this isn't blowing your own trumpet, it's ensuring that the right people see the value that you're delivering. So let's recap the steps to becoming more visible and professional at work. You first develop your professional presence. That means consistency in showing up correctly and saying the right things, mastering your communication, making sure you're assertive, impactful, and really showcasing where your communication is clear and concise. You're building relationships at the same time across the bank, in my case, across your organization in your case, but effectively building a network around you that can connect you and make you more visible. You're taking ownership of your work, you're being more proactive in the work that you're doing, trying to tie that into the company's goals. You're then going to showcase your wins and all of that data, really showcasing what you have brought to the company you work in. These exact strategies help me to climb the ladder and help me accelerate my career growth to being the leader that I am now, leading a large global team in an investment bank. And I know that these can do the same things for you. Becoming visible at work isn't just about working harder. This is harder work, but not the same hard work you've been doing for now. Now it's about working smarter and making sure the right people know who you are and what you're capable of and building that visibility across the organization. If you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button where I'm going to be showing more tips from my 20 years of working in the corporate world, how I accelerated my career to become a global leader, and how you can do the same for your careers and help build the playbook for your career going forward. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.